Hey everyone, I'm Master Tran, the owner of Tran's Martial Arts and Fitness Center here in beautiful Longmont, Colorado. Today, I'm going to take you through the 8 kickboxing fundamentals of our fitness kickboxing class. Let's get started. So, we all start out with the basic and fundamentals, right? We're never above the basics here. You always hear me saying that. So, let's start off with your stance. Without your hands, okay, you bend your knees. If you are an orthodox, that means you're right-handed. You can put your left leg in front. If you're left-handed, you can go to a southpaw where we have your right leg in front, left hand back. Hands are up this way. But I'm going to demonstrate in orthodox. So, if you look at my feet, I'm not, I'm square on, but I'm not spading my feet like this, right? One behind, one in front. What I want to do is square my body. Think about a line between my legs, one on each side of the railroad track, right? Hands are up, knees are bent. Weight distribution is about 50-50, right? And the back foot is slightly bent on the balls of my feet. The heels are slightly comes up. This one could too, but I like to keep this one flat. So my hands are up like this. My elbows in. My glove, my hands, my fist is right below the eye level, right? Right below eye level. Just like this. And I like to rock and move a little bit, finding that rhythm and cadence, right? Moving around, hands are up, elbows in. So this is my basic stance in kickboxing. All right. Now, let's start out with the 8 fundamentals of kickboxing, okay? So first we have what we call the jab. So from here is your lead hand, right? This is your lead hand, whatever the lead hand is. This happens in my left hand here. So I'm going to throw that jab, right? Palms rotate over, first 2 knuckles, over rotate, and then bring it back. See this other hand though? A lot of people bring this hand, drop this hand down. Keep it tight, right? Throw that jab and bring it back. Try to flare your elbows out too much. What you want to do is as the hand comes out, keep your elbows in, wrist rotates almost at the last minute. Because when you rotate your wrist right away, the elbows begin to flare out. You see that? So from here, right? And you want to exhale at the point of impact. Every time you hit something, exhale at the point of impact, right? So here we go. So we'll start with a jab and bring it back. Straight out. Don't cross over here, just straight out. Wherever that target is, the bag is right here, the person's right there. We hit it straight out. Hands are up. Jab. Jab. All right, that's the basic jab. The cross or the straight right is your right hand or the rear hand if you're in the southpaw, right? So this hand comes out. This hand comes up. We're going to pivot the back leg. See the heel, the hip, and shoulder, all 3-point, what we call the 3-point check. They all got to move for maximum power, right? So here we go. Hands are up. We're going to throw that cross. Over rotate, first 2 knuckles, hand in tight, and bring it back. Making sure this whole time your knees are slightly bent. Don't stand straight up. You're not going to have enough power, right? Power comes from the floor to the core. So you got to bend that knee, tighten from that core. Hands are up. So we throw that cross and bring it back. So the number 1 combo is a jab. Number 2 is the cross. The number 1 technique is a jab. The number 2 is a cross. We have a jab. We have a cross. You put that together and bring it back. Okay, let's talk about number 3 and 4. Number 3 and 4 are the hooks. We're going to start out with a lead hook. Lead hand, right? So what we're going to do, first, before I throw a lead hook, I want to turn, right? I want to turn my shoulder a little bit, draw the shoulder, left shoulder back, lead shoulder back, and I'm come around and pivot the lead leg with the hook, right? And I come back. So turn, lead hook, and bring it back. So as I do it, I pivot my lead leg. Right? You can't just do this, but it's all upper body. You want to use your whole body. Power comes from floor to the core, right? So slip, hook, come back. Now that we have the rear hook, right? So slight turn, come around, again, pivot the back leg, heel, hip, and shoulder, and back. Don't come back and come out like this ahead of time. Keep it tight. Don't telegraph your technique, right? Elbows out at the last minute. Now we have combo number 3. Combo number 4, the rear. Combo 3 is a lead hook. Combo 4 is a rear hook. Put it together, 3, 4. 3, 4. All right, let's talk about 5 and 6, which are the uppercuts. Okay, get back to a stance, hands are up, fists right below eye level, elbows are in, knees slightly bent. Now, on this one, instead of turning, I want to dip my shoulder a little bit and load my lead leg. I should feel my quads tightening right now, right? From here, I'm going to load up, keep the hand tight, and come straight up. Slight pivot on the balls of my feet, come straight up. Elbows are in, bring it back. Right? Straight up, and bring it back. Now, rear one. Dip, shoulder down, rear shoulder back. Pivot the back leg, come straight up, and bring it back. Make sure you come back to where you started. Don't just come back, drop your hands, right? Here we go. Rear hook. This is 5 and 6. So we have 5, lead hook, or lead uppercut, rear uppercut. Put it together. 5 and 6. All right, let's talk about the last 2, 7 and 8, which are the basic roundhouse kick. Okay, 7 would be the right leg. Okay, 7 would be the rear leg, or the rear leg. So we do a roundhouse kick. So when we do a roundhouse kick, Muay Thai style. So when we hit with a roundhouse kick, we want to hit with a shin bone. And our shin bone here is divided into 3 areas. Really, instep and shin bone. Area 1 is a shin instep. Area 2 is the bottom of the shin. And area 3, the top of the shin. When we hit the bag, we want to hit with a region 1 to a region 2, right? Around this area. You want to lay the whole instep and shin, mainly shin, onto the bag. So, what I'm going to do is when I get ready to throw my rear roundhouse, my lead leg can step off line of fire, right? So I'm here, I'm going to step out of line of fire. I step out, hands are up, okay? Now, I'm going to bring up my leg. I'm going to slightly chamber, and I'm going to slap the bag, right? And bring it back. I'm not going to fall through because on a bag, you're not going to do that, right? So from here, I'm just going to bring it back right now. Hands are up, step. Right hand, counterbalance the kick. Left hand stays up for defense. I open my hip by pivoting out, step out, and kick. Okay, that's number 7. Number 8. Now, number 8 is it's a little tricky. We call it a switch round, right? So we're going to switch our stance. We're going to blade our stance. Switch, right? So think about, if I have a line on the floor, I want to jump. I'm going to switch my stance, one in front, one behind, right? But when I switch, my rear leg is going to switch outside line of fire, out to the right side of me, right here. So I switch out, hands up, left hand counterbalance. I slap, and I come back to my ortho stance. So switch, kick, switch, switch, switch. Now, 7, rear, 8, lead, 8. Okay, let's review and go through all 8 kickboxing fundamentals. Here we go. Starts off with your stance. Hands are up. We have number 1 is a jab. 2 is the cross. 3 is a lead hook. 4, rear hook. 5, lead uppercut. 6, rear uppercut. 7, back leg round, and 8, switch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's put on our gloves and let's try it on to a bag, and let me demonstrate this, see what it looks like. All right, let's get started. So let's talk now. We're gonna have one of these bags here in your class that you'll be taking. So in the class, you can wear either the typical MMA style, what we call fingerless gloves, or you can wear the typical boxing gloves. I love these T3 Hayabusa gloves. I like to wear boxing gloves when I'm doing bag workout because years ago, I injured my wrist, and hand health is a huge part of my recovery, right? So I have these T3 boxing gloves because it's a great to protect my wrist. So I love these. I hit the bags with these, prefer than the boxing glove themselves. Okay. Anyways, you choose. Okay, let's talk about what we need to do. So when you approach a bag in your class, make sure you start out with a good stance, like we talked about, right? Good foundation. Knees are bent, feet apart, square out your stance. Hands are up. Gloves right below your eyes, so you can see. Not too high, not too low, just right below. Elbows are in. Find that distance. You don't want to be into close. When we do the jab, you have what we call the T-Rex hand. T-Rex, right? Just enough, right? Find that distance. All you want to do is kind of play with it. Touch the bag. If you can touch the bag, bring it back. That's probably a good distance right there. Now we'll start with number 1. That's the jab, right? You see how I'm keeping his hand high? I'm not dropping it down. And you see how I'm exhaling? Always exhale at the point of impact. When the class is going fast, you're not breathing properly and get really tired. All right, here we go. So jab, number 1. 2 is a cross. 3 is a lead hook. Now, the jab, the cross, that could be more of what we call mid-range. On the hooks and the uppercut, it's more close range, right? I can throw the hook from here, but I got to turn my wrist out. That's called a long hook. But what I want you to do in class is palm facing in. So you might move in and adjust your stance a little bit, a little closer, right? So this is the jab, number 1. Number 2, lead hook. See how I step in a little bit? I come around, bring it back. So number 3, lead hook. Number 4, rear hook. 4, keep the hand tight. Number 5, now on number 5, when you're holding mid somebody, you can actually go up, but there's nothing here to hold that for you, right? So yeah, most likely when we want you to hit them in the gut, stomach. So from here, number 5, right? Number 6, rear uppercut. Number 7, rear roundhouse. See how I wrap my leg around the bag? I'm not kicking just with the instep, right? You can injure your ankle. So wrap that leg, step out, align fire, lead leg, round, and bring it back. From here, and back. Round, now switch, switch, switch. That's number 8. Let's go through all 8 one more time. Here we go. Number 1, that's the jab. 2, cross. Number 3, lead hook. Number 4, rear hook. Number 5, lead uppercut. Number 6, rear uppercut. Number 7, roundhouse. Number 8, switch. And back. All right. Those are the 8 foundational kickboxing combos we use in our fitness kickboxing class. Now, remember, if you have any question, please talk to your coach. They'll love to help you out. Till next time, let's see you in class. All right, so in the link below in the description, I'm going to recommend an entry-level boxing glove that you can purchase. Just go to that link. Or fingerless gloves that you can purchase also. If you're a Tran student, you can always purchase these fingerless gloves or boxing style gloves here in our pro shop. But if you want something a little bit more, go to the link below in the description and grab those gloves for the next class.